StackTitan did our first red team event, and we've set I mean, you guys set the benchmark for this is what a report should look like. That's probably the best part about the whole thing, other than the fact that we know they're very skilled and they find things that other organizations did not. But it's how they tell the story with the report. That's the big part, right? So when we take this up to our C-suite, starting with Dara as our CIO, and give him an executive out brief, at the conclusion of every interaction, he goes, okay, that was good. That was really well done. And to that point, he invited them to come speak to the board of directors. And if Dara invites somebody to come speak to the board of directors, that means he's impressed with what they're doing, and he's confident that they're going to tell the story, and they do. So uh, kudos to Dan and Chris. They came in, professional, did a great executive briefing, and then just knocked out of the park at the board of directors. That was for that red team event, right? So now we've got them back. They're doing a pen test right now, and they're the type of guys that Darrell wants to work with, right? He said, I know they eat, sleep, and breathe this stuff. You can just tell by their mannerisms. He said, but the cool thing is they can talk to, executives. So it's not all geek speak. It's translation up into the executive speak, and he said they're well received. So I think that's our favorite part about working with StackTitan. The level of confidence is far better now, right? So it's almost like we have some proof, and we leverage that. So when we talk to potential customers, potential partners in the transportation industry, and say, hey, this is why you would choose us. We care about cybersecurity, and we care enough that we bring in outside parties to do penetration tests, red team events, etc., to test our posture and our perimeters. And we market that. We use that because I think it's a huge benefit to have somebody else come in and say, yeah, they're pretty darn good. And you're using current tactics, techniques, and procedures of hackers or malicious actors out on the wild or in the wild right now. So